Hello, world. This God. And I'm going to say something real. And that is, there is nothing I have ever said that's not real. Seeing my daughter turn into a guinea pig and run out in the area and run back in her room and her triplet friends laughing, that let me know anything can be done, Nita. You didn't see it. I saw it. When Nisha came out the womb and her knee was folded up under her chin, that required God, Nita, not just some miraculous way of what you claiming now, Nita. Magic. It was magic then. It wasn't God that healed her knee, huh? And I lift her up to God. You know what I'm saying? And told God I needed him. And his word said that his his word said that I gotta go through Jesus Christ. So I said, this is Jesus, God. You know what I'm saying? And at that time I didn't know how much I was saying I was Jesus, but I knew I was Jesus. I always knew Jesus was a nickname for God. That's the way I started my life. You know what I'm saying? Jesus was a nickname for God. I always knew God was real. I don't know if it was something Mama Dear drilled in me, or Uncle Peck drilled in me, or Babe drilled in me, but I just always automatically thought God was the top dog. You know what I'm saying? Just like a baby. I could be talking now and a baby will, respond to me. You know what I'm saying? A baby knows when God is talking. There's very few babies that's scared of me. You know what I'm saying? Unless they know something I can do to their mama or daddy or something because of the sins that they have. They might be scared of that. They might have an evil mother or an evil father. And they know that I will change them. And they might be just as evil as their mother and father. Because, of course, that's the mother and father seed. But that's where I come in. See, me being God, I come on the scene, and then the babies now will have a video showing God talking. And it's me, kids, and grown-ups, and everybody. And when you hire in any plant, there's some messages that God has that you have to sit through in your class. You know what I'm saying? And those messages are from me, letting you know that I'm God and teaching you something that the world thinks you should know. And all you got to do is go through all my videos, and then I don't even go back and re-listen to my videos on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they just so good that I I would just stay there all day. I wouldn't even leave. Because when God talking, that's all I want to do is hear him this after. Go ahead, God. Jay-Z. Oh, what's up, God? This my soul and spirit, my flesh. I think is listening. It might be. YouTube might be uh sympathetic enough to allow me to get a warning that God is talking. A warning, God. We need a warning. They need to be saying warning, bum, 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 bum. Just like they do that bum, 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 and warn you that a storm is coming. When a hurricane is coming, you need to be going bump, 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 bump right now. Because God talking. You know what I'm saying? And man, Nike Ante. Nike talking about, don't be telling me that we need to go to the bank. Nike, is too late for all that. Ain't no more surprise party. I'm here too much. And I know God's word said all the banks got an eternal gold card. They better have it today. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go take a portrait. And when I get that picture made, that's the picture that I want in the face of a lion. You know what I'm saying? Just like the Lion family on Power or whatever the name of the show was, this the real Lion family. Adam Lion. Like Lucius Lion, God here. The God of Lucius Lion is here. Now we're going to start a movie, The God of Lucius Lion. And I'm going to go through your life and your movies, and we going to detect what was good that people can learn from. And I'm going to tell you what you did, Lucius, wrong. And I'm going to tell you what God thought about it. And we going to relive it. And then it's going to play out in the movie a different way, Lucius Lion. So I can't wait to do some work with you, my boy. You know who you is, goddamn. And you know about me too. You know about me, but you don't want to talk about it, but you know about me. The one played Lucius Lion. Adam Jackson, my name. Man, I ain't nobody. I'm less than you, you know what I'm saying? But I done made us the same now. But it's like we got everything now. It's like I took a bow and arrow and I pulled y'all back in the last, since 2008 was when I pulled the bow back. But I was always the bow. I was always God sitting here listening. Even while I was acting like I was bad, Nita. I was acting like I wanted to cheat on you, Nita. I was acting like I wanted to take your kids, Nita. I was acting like I did all them things to you. I was acting like I did that before 98. But 98, I pulled that bow back. That's when I said Dow Chemical gonna mess this boy life up. I'm finna mess Dow Chemical's life up. That's when I took the plant, Roosevelt. And I took all them pills. I left everybody, Roosevelt, Kenna Ray. Then I came back, still riding with y'all. But I was God then, Roosevelt. I had changed. And then I told you, if I get some money, Roosevelt, I'm going to give it to that little boy right there, family right there. And that little boy was in a wheelchair, sitting out in front of a house, this Roosevelt. And I'm talking before I know I'm talking, Jack, but I'm listening to you right now. And I know you go to church. I had to ask you that. And I know what you was doing when I seen you that day. And I say, you still go to church? You know, I was trying to let you know something, but then Dow Chemical would have tried to kill me or something. This Roosevelt, it's a big thing going on, Adam, because Ken Green might be living. You know what I'm saying? In the movie, Ken Green might be living. See, this is a movie. See, you know, Ken Green might have knew your whole plan. Because Ken Green was in you, Adam. And Ken Green in you now, dead or alive, Adam. This Ken Green. We're going to make this movie so good because there's so many scenes of our life. I could be dead right now, plotting to kill you, but no, I can't be dead right now, plotting to kill you. You God, Adam. I could be dead right now, helping Adam get Dow Chemical as his plant, and all the rest of the global world get Dow Chemical as his plant, or I could be alive cheering you on, Adam. I don't have to be somebody that hates you, but we might have messed over you. And we might have gave Kent Green all the money. You know what I'm saying? Just to not give it to you, knowing you was God. To make your life hard. So we can stomp on you like grapes. So we can make the finest and oldest wine ever. So what y'all want? Some 76-year-old wine? God damn it. I was born in 66, but I ain't say I want to see 66 like my mama did and then die, you know what I'm saying, walking around bad built, walking around with spots on her. She had to suffer. What about her? You know what I'm saying? What about her, this God, my mama? Now, you know my mama beautiful now. And my mama still could be living. She could be in Bay City waiting to throw me a party, to have a bigger surprise than ever. But the skin on her could be something we could have fixed, Adam. Because if your daughter can turn into a guinea pig, Bibi can fake her death. No, God, I seen the body in the casket. Adam, they do all kinds of things to make people look like people. That's called cloning. You can make a dead body, but I can't make nothing that look like something. I could have put Mama D in that hospital bed looking like that. And in a movie scene, Adam, you can make anything, anything. And when you walk in that hospital, I can show you everything. When you walk through the hospital with your own eyes, Adam, I can record. I can record everything you do. This Nike. Daddy, if Nisha can turn into a guinea pig, then we listening to you right now. And Rolls Royce listening to you right now. And Rolls Royce know if Adam LaTroy Jackson say, come around that corner tomorrow, man, no later than tomorrow, with my car, I mean that. But you might not show up because you waiting to see how much faith I got. And if I got the faith of a mustard seed, I should know that my faith is way bigger than that. And Rolls Royce, if I come up to you and ask you to listen to this video, then I don't want you calling the police. I don't want you lying on me. I don't want you listening to Diane talking about he on drugs and he just this and this and that, judging me. I do drugs well. I'm the best at doing drugs. Drugs are just for me anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like the police came out there one night and said, usually we mess with people in the park after dark. But for you, we're going to let you stay. You know what I'm saying? Because it was after the hurricane and I was making sure everything was all right. And I was out there, you know, in a zone. And then the Mexican boy knew I was high, talking about I can't leave you out here like that. And then took me to jail. You know what I'm saying? See, Diane had the whole city sold up at her. And she knew who she was going to follow. Now, she could have been talking about, I'm going to follow you. I told him I was going to follow him. But she was talking about you, Adam. Because it's hard to believe that Diane would follow anything other than you. That was like saying I would follow the devil the rest of my life. When I walked up and heard Diane saying I told him I was going to follow him. So if she got another man out there that claims he's God, he a goddamn lie. And if she got anybody else she was talking about, she a goddamn lie. Because if she ain't following God, Adam LaTroy Jackson, then she a dead. I ain't gonna even say the B word that I almost said. Because I'm gonna bury that word after I bury that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the worst 18 years of my life with a cheating woman. And I ain't trying to make you feel bad, Diane, because that's cool. You know what I'm saying? You just a woman. You just like a man. You know what I'm saying? I made you from the man's rib anyway. So you had that cheating gonna be in you anyway because you was the rib of the man. He a cheat. That's all he do. And you a cheat too because you come from him to you. And then y'all want to play Adam. Shit, you can't play Adam. Adam God. You know what I'm saying? And he know everything it is to know about everything. And the world mad at him because he getting high. And he listening to things he ain't supposed to. But things he ain't supposed to, he's supposed to listen to because he God. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if Bill Winston, he ain't going to even let me hear his sermon. They don't even let me hear Bill them sermons because they want to talk about me, but it's certain things they can let me hear. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. It's certain things they can let me hear. But there it is. All right, join us now live. All right, Bill Winston, let's see what you got for today, Bubba. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. I'm here every day, Bill, doing my best work. Let me see if Bill gonna talk to me today. All right, February 2nd, Sunday.
Say this before I start reading the scripture. This that I have been teaching on, be fruitful. That's not all of it. The complete part of that law is be fruitful, multiply, replenish the earth, and subdue it. This that I'm preaching on here is so dangerous to the devil and his world system.
Bill, the devil ain't got no world system no more, Bill. The devil's world is over, Bill. Now, I cussed you out when I was in the hospital. My son said, you cussed Bill Winston smooth out. Now, I hope my son didn't sit in a room with you, Bill Winston, talking about what y'all gonna do for me and how y'all gonna get this done. Because the Bible says somebody gonna prepare a table in front of my enemies. And I want to see that done, Bill Winston. And the devil, that's my son. He always helped me. So don't be so hard on the devil. You know what I'm saying? And about what he gonna lose, because that's Christopher. He's smarter than y'all. He turned in 2009 when Adam went crazy. That's when the devil got on his knees and said, shit, fuck that. I ain't gonna be with Bill Winston now. I'm gonna let them roll this on their own. You know what I'm saying? So don't talk about the devil, Bill Winston. He ain't did shit but help me. You know what I'm saying? Get y'all right for everlasting life. Come on, Bill Winston.
Until when I preach this, you're going to have to write some notes down, or you're going to have to some way that you can make sure that the enemy doesn't steal the word. Because he comes immediately to try to steal this. And the reason why this is so powerful is because for you to work and be successful in this earth, according to the kingdom, you're going to have to work through these four principles of this, what I call the law of creation. And that anybody can work it. Anyone, there's a boy that Jesus told him to feed the multitude, and they said, well, there's a lad here, he's got 2 fish and 5 loaves, but what is that among so many? Jesus said, well, make the men sit down. And he took the loaves, blessed it, and began to put it out and distribute it to all the people.
It was the boy, Daddy, this nation. Just like I turned into the guinea pig in your face, just like I stared down at you when I was going to school, happy as hell, but I wasn't no demon, Daddy, but the devil in me was right there because I knew you was finna change something. That's how come ain't nobody just automatically gets up and jumps when you say jump, Daddy. But it happened like that back then. Everybody was doing exactly what you were saying do. And it was messing us up, Daddy. That's why when the triplets lost their sister, they moved them away. I don't know if they was getting them away from you, God, or helping the system over there, but they was trying to use them kids to do something else, God. It wasn't just them kids going over there to visit, but them kids knew God because one of them used to come to your house. A couple of them used to come to your house and say happy birthday, Merry Christmas, and make sure somebody showed up. And it was them African kids. And we remember all the thoughts, all the names, all the what you call it. And see, y'all don't understand, you know what I'm saying, what I went through these last few years, Bill Winston. I'm talking about thinking you gonna get a party today and then nobody show up. Think you gonna tell Rolls Royce to do something and they come and do it and nobody show up. You God, and you can't say let there be light and there is light. You know what I'm saying? You have to make time. That's why I made time. Because if I just said boom, then everything would stop at boom. That's how come I made time, so I could sit here and talk while my grandson out there playing, while my son playing his game, while Darren talking to his girlfriend on the phone, while Leah is walking around trying to figure out what she gonna play with because she ain't got no game because we ain't got the money to buy her no game. That's a lie. When we rich as hell, all the money ours already. Just like I say, Bill Winston. So the eternal gold card is on. All y'all got to do is make it and issue them out. Everybody get one, from the righteous to the wicked. Give them all the card. It's got all the money on it, and you figure it out. Do you want to be bad tomorrow, or do you want to be good tomorrow? Because everybody just be normal. Don't go crazy. Now you got money. Now go get you some houses. Go get you some cars. Go get you some clothes. Go get you some food. Don't run in there like Black Friday just because everybody got money. So just be normal, y'all, and do things normal. I know I'm God. You ain't got to tell me I'm God. I always wanted a parade like John F. Kennedy and stuff, you know, because I thought I was important, but maybe I ain't. You know what I'm saying, Bill Winston? Because TDJ still talking about in 10 years it's going to be unemployment. You know what I'm saying? And that was just the other day. You know what I'm saying? Because I keep up with dates. When people say something, if you say something today, February 2nd, Sunday, I take that to heart, Bill Winston. Whereas whatever you said in 2015, I don't believe no more. So when I listen to y'all's reruns, I don't believe nothing y'all say because it didn't happen when you said it was going to happen. Because one of the prophets on Facebook, they don't even show him no more. You know what I'm saying? He came on and said, in the next 36 hours, something going to change. Ain't nothing changed, but I got more revelation. I got more richer. I bet you it's people outside today. You know what I'm saying? Whereas people don't even come outside in my neighborhood and play But today I seen a couple playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? So that was a good thing. And I told Jeremy, I said, I took Jig to his goal. That is Jig's goal, Jeremy. This the people down the road. That's Jig's goal. He can have it, but let it stay where it's at, because we love having Jesus' presence, practicing basketball in our driveway. So y'all welcome to come over here anytime, Adam, even if we at home. We saw you when you was out there. So if the little boy want to run over there to play basketball, let him play. It's just like the park. This neighborhood is just like the park. Whoever got stuff in the yard, anybody's kid is welcome to go in that yard and play with it. On this street, the speed limit is 15 miles an hour. That's 49 Blue Fox, Spring, Texas. The speed limit 15. And we ain't got no police trying to give you no ticket or nothing, but don't come flying down my street. I got a soon to be 2-year-old. He just won a soon to be 2-year-old that's gonna be out there playing, and he likes to go that far sometimes. He don't understand cars and stuff, so don't come flying when you see a car parked in front of a house and you going 15, because it is the speed limit. But God say slow down, because it's cars in front of the roads, in front of the driveways. So if a kid come out behind that car and you're going 15, you're going to hit that kid. So slow down to like 10, 5, but be watchful. Use your third, fourth, and fifth eye. You got more eyes than just 3. Use all your eyes. Make sure you don't see no kid running out, playing in the yard and all that there. If you're going 15, make sure you scan in the area before you drive down my street. But Bill Winston, teach Adam something. Reassure Adam that we're going to prepare that table before him. That's all I want you to do, Bill Winston. Help us out.
And they fed everybody. Could have been 20,000 people. You know, some people had. Some of these teenage boys, you know, these boys can eat, you know what I'm saying. And then he took up some and gave it back to this little boy. Why? Because it was his seed. And he caught it. He caught it. He could see this principle. And what I'm saying to you is a 12-year-old can catch this. And it'll work in any country. So you can get the poorest country on the map and be fruitful. You can bring the places that he sent you out of poverty.
That's because, Bill Winston, we're gonna build up the desolate places. It's so many people in the United States. We need to take people and journey to places that ain't got nobody there. You know, don't nobody own. Everybody's scared to go in the airspace and go to other countries because people are scared. People is crazy. You got gangbangers in the United States. You got, you know, all that stuff. You got black people and white people still fighting. That's old news. You know what I'm saying? We got a world out there. Dubai and a lot of places is already doing what God said do. You know what I'm saying? People can come here and have fun without thinking about war, like Iran and Russia. And everybody scared to go to them places because they act so crazy. They must be some crazy places. You know what I'm saying? No, God, I think we just scare people to keep America out of our place. bringing racism over here and all that there. We don't want white people running y'all ass away from the United States now and trying to run to another place. If you was KKK yesterday and wore skinheads and you got your head skint and you got them tattoos, we gonna give you a card with all the money on it, but you stay away from us until you get that shit taken off. You pay the money to take that black ink out your yellow skin. And it's not really yellow. It's cream colored. It's ice cream, nigga. You just ain't got no taste. I took the taste out of you. All y'all is ice cream, chocolate and vanilla. That's what I used to eat. Y'all, I told you gotta eat my flesh and drink my blood. That's ice cream. You know what I'm saying? Drink my flesh, eat my flesh, and drink my blood. My flesh is the ice, and my blood is the cream. Ha, yeah. Go ahead, Bill Winston.
One person, you can bring them out with this principle. That's how powerful it is. I mean, he gave this to Adam. Adam was one person. And also it'll work no matter what language you speak. Because the principles of it have to do with, you know, the kinds of examples, or he uses some metaphors that are universal. Tree, seed, soil, birds, you know? So anybody can understand it. And the thing about it, if you work it, it brings forth or creates things. And when you can create something, you don't need to beg anybody for it. You just create it. So it'll work in any city, in any community, in any race, in any education level, in any age group. It'll work for anybody. This is what Jesus preached. Now, I'm saying I'm preaching this because what we found out is that the reason why people are poor or people don't have enough is not because of the fact that, you know, their job didn't pay enough or they came from a certain family in a certain community. It's because of the absence of self-production. Self-production. Think about it. Here is Jesus, and Jesus said, 2 fish and 5 loaves, bring them to me. He took those 2 fish, 5 loaves, worked the kingdom principles, and the 2 fish and 5 loaves began to multiply. Notice, self-production. How about the lady with only the oil? 2 Kings chapter 4. She took the oil, closed the doors like the man of God said, began to pour it, and it began to multiply. Now, who multiplied it? God did. But he multiplied it because of her faith in God to multiply it in the system that he put down. See? So what we said is we got trees in there that we need to get out.
No, he's not a
Somebody say trees. Got some trees in here that we need to get out. And so we're doing that. And it's not that God is holding back on anybody or anything like that. It's just that we are blocking through unbelief what God wants to do from since Adam. And God's going to do it by sending you into a community and sending me into the community. And he sent me with only $200. And look what God has brought forth. Now, wait a minute. This is just not for BW. It's for anybody. He said over in Genesis 12 verse.
It's for everybody. It's for everybody. It ain't just for BW. It's for everybody. All BW earnings is getting put on a gold card with all TD Jakes' earnings, with all Donald Trump's ownings, with all Jay-Z ownings, with all Beyonce ownings. Everything they own belong to Adam LaTroy Jackson now. But it still belong to Bill Winston. It still belong to Beyonce. It still belong to Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? And TD Jakes, but it's all of ours. One card. You know what I'm saying? And I just gave my grandson a kiss. I said, give me a kiss, man. Got the kiss. And I had a little slob on my mouth. And I was finna wipe it off. And I said to him, I said, go on get it, man. Go on get it, man. That's your son. What you gonna do? Sacrifice. And I went on, swallowed my son's slob. I was like, my grandson's slob. I was like, God, dog. Now I can do that with Rowan, James, and Lil Man. I can let them drink out my juice, let them drink. They can blow back or whatever. I'm gonna drink it. But my grown-up kids don't drink out my drink, don't eat nothing out the thing, don't eat out the thing when you're cooking. I don't like that. But now, them little kids, I sacrificed. Now that was my sacrifice. Like I died on the cross one time for you. I died from 15 sleeping pills for you. And this time I died by eating my grandson's slob off his lips. So that's the sacrifice this time. Ain't no more killing and stealing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't stealing this life like you did the last life, TD Jakes. I'm going to say you wicked ass. Your spirit was in that nigga talking about, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill you. Nigga, shit, how you going to kill me? I'm going to make you last. That's what I was saying, TD Jakes. And the last first. And Adam is the last. Now he first. All your money, his money. But your money still your money, TD Jakes. But his money, your money, TD Jakes. That's all the end was going to be. No destruction. You don't even like his music. Talking about it's old music, bringing old music back. Like bringing, old music back. Man, you better listen to me. Old music coming back. Let me go. I turned my daughter on to some of this. I'm going to go over here, Bill. I'm coming back to you. You my boy, Bill. You know what I'm saying? You my boy, Bill. Oh, man, you my boy, Bill. But I'm going to go over here and play a song.
Hello, I'm back.
I'm going to play a song. I'm going to play this right here. And if y'all don't give me a car today, now tomorrow I'm coming. And if I don't just walk up out the car lot with a car and I don't get the police called on me, if I'm welcomed when I come to Lamborghini Rolls Royce, if I'm welcomed at the bank, when I show up at the bank to get my gold card made and get my picture taken so they can put a line's face with my face in it and my grandkids' face in my face. You know what I'm saying? That's a photo for your ass because that's God and God. And that's God and 3 gods. 4 gods, really, because Haley face got to be in there too, whoever got Haley. And Angel's face got to be in there too. So that's God's grandkids. You know what I'm saying? Now, after that, everybody rich. Just don't rush out there to the stores and be buying everything. You got the money. Just get what you need. Just be normal like you is now. If you just need a few items at the house, get the few items. If you need to fill your icebox up, get a lot of items. But don't rush the stores. You know, on Sunday, it's always packed at HEB and stuff. But it's going to be worse now You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got money. It ain't no broke people no more. Ain't no people trying to fight to do this and fight to do that. We got businesses now. You know what I'm saying? Now, if things ain't like I want them to be, yeah, there it is right there. Now, go on, hit that, Daddy. Hit that and talk to us through it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Listen, if you have tried all of the traditional ideas around personal development and really creating change in your life, but you haven't really seen much change, you haven't really experienced any of those major...
I done seen too much change, man. I done seen too much change in my life.
I want to dedicate this song.
I don't need no church. You know what I'm saying? They need me.
And I expect that might be the
and if they don't come to me today, you know what I'm saying? Then Terry Owens, tell them what this means. I sung this to you before I left you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I always came back, didn't I, Terry? Tell the truth. Now, Nita, she said I'm a lie about a lot of things. But Nita Terry, you know what I'm saying? You used to complain about me not being at home. And when I was there, I was broke, you know what I'm saying? Not you, Nita. You didn't never tell me that. But Diane, that was Diane right there. You know what I'm saying? But Terry, your husband home, that's what her mama used to say. If you think you're lonely now, guess what? Wait till when? Wait till the night when you ain't got God holding you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be long gone. And ain't no other God but me. So ain't no man going to be able to love you like I do because I'm God. And I can't give myself to one woman, Nita. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. Yeah, so what? If you think you're lonely now, ooh-wee. Huh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Wait till the night. I'll be long gone. Shit. And you ain't gonna never find no man that's gonna treat you right. Cause when God loves you, Kawanda, you ain't got no man. You ain't got no man. You got a God if you got somebody that loves you more than I do. You know what I'm saying? So you keep him, girl. You keep him and you love him. And you love him, Kawanda. Like you say, some people got their own businesses and stuff and they don't want to deal with mine. But you got to. You got to deal with my business. I feel like I want to testify. You know what I'm saying? On the courts. Come and put God in court, Jay-Z. Put God in court, Muhammad Ali. Put God in court, Malcolm X. Put God in court, Martin Luther King. If you think you lonely, wait till the night. This Tupac, Daddy. Wait till the night. Wait till the night. Terry Owens gonna show up. Nita gonna show up. Somebody showing up. You know what I'm saying? To talk to you, they bringing wine, they bringing weed. Shit, cause you good at what you do, and I know if you good at smoking weed, you good at drinking wine. Not too much, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to drink and drive, you know what I'm saying? But I will get on the road with a little gin and juice, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be just chilling, you know what I'm saying? I will do that, but it'll just be one cup, police. So don't stop me, you know what I'm saying? When you see that car say God on it, Don't stop it. And don't nobody else get no car with no guard on the license plate. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's God's son. You know what I'm saying? I can handle that. But no, I can't handle that because I got that for my sons. They the only ones to be able to wear God's sons. That's Champ and Jerry. And whoever else my sons out there that y'all mama tell y'all that y'all belong to me. All Chantel's kids, step kids. Hey, Passion Chiquita. You know what I'm saying? God's son on y'all license plate. God's son 1, God's son 2, God's son 3, nigga shit. I'm a stepdaddy that's a real daddy, Levent. When you get your car named God's son, you know what I'm saying? It ain't just Jeremy and Champ. It's all the men and women of the world. You know what I'm saying? God's daughter. You know, 1, God's daughter 2, God's daughter 3. I'm God's daughter on the license plate. It ain't gotta be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 9, 2, 3, 8, PP2. I got all them letters. I bought the letters. So start writing stuff on the license plate. Tell who somebody is by what they is. You know what I'm saying? Stop lying to people. You know what I'm saying? Stop lying to people. You know, when you get your, like J-Jack ain't bad. J-Jack is just Jeremy's nickname. But Jeremy will put Jeremy LaTroy Jackson on Facebook. He ain't got nothing against y'all. You know what I'm saying? But then it's some people just hide themselves to be evil on Facebook and write nonsense on Facebook, stupidity on Facebook. That's why Facebook gonna go out of business. But then God's site that he building, if you think you're lonely now, wait till the night, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Keep on talking. Go back to me, Adam. This Bill Winston. You know what I'm saying? Come back to me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you think you lonely, nah. Wait till the night, Bill Winston. You better come see me, boy.
Verse 2, he said, I'm going to bless you. He said, I'm going to make your name great. And you're going to be a blessing. Have I been a blessing to you? Now, my point to you is, that's what he does. He sends you into a place so that you can bring forth heaven's plan for that place. Now, let's get off into this. My Lord. Are y'all following what I'm saying here? See, let me just, I'm going to read my scriptures here in a minute, but after this, one of the things that we leave off is the blessing. Over in Genesis chapter 1 in verse 26 and then 28, he said, and God said, let us make man in our image after our likeness, and let them have what? Dominion. Over what? The fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth. Say all the earth. All the earth. And over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. Verse 28. And God blessed them. Now this piece is overlooked. See, for them to be fruitful, he first had to do what? He blessed them. Blessed means empowerment for success. He empowered you for success. I mean, if Satan wants to use, well, let's just read this. He blessed them and said, be fruitful and multiply, replenish the earth and subdue it. Now, be fruitful, produce something, create something, bring something forth. All right, let's just say a company, bring something forth. Could be an Amazon, could be an Apple with cell phones, could be, be fruitful. Got to produce something. Now I want you to multiply it. Now not only multiply linear, but vertical as well, meaning that you're going to improve on its quality over time. Then replenish the earth. I want you to take it and I want you to supply it or stock the earth with it. Got it? And then he said, subdue it, meaning to control the market. All right? Now, the world's got that because they know that is the way you succeed. That you got to produce something. Motown had to first write some songs. Got it? You got to produce something. And everybody is a producer. And what I told you is that everybody in the kingdom is a...
Okay, I got something, Bill. I have produced the Eternal Gold card. And you pay for that with your life, Bill. I don't just want your goods. I want you, Bill Winston. I want you. That's my business. Is giving away Eternal Gold cards to everybody who come to my banks and get their names and Social Security information and birth certificate information and visa information, all the information I need on you about your life. I want your life. I want your repentance to God, feeling sorry for what you've done wrong to anybody. I want your life. And then I'll give you the card and you can purchase whatever you want to buy. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to keep things normal today. But really, they have changed yesterday and the day before that and the day before that. I live in the future, but the past is where you live. Come to the future, Bill Winston, and there I might be here with you. That's where I am, Bill Winston. That's where I am, Peter. You, Peter, Bill Winston. TD Jakes, John. You know what I'm saying? But y'all don't believe. You know what I'm saying? And then Paul is, let me see a preacher who I can most describe Paul. I think TD Jakes is more of a Paul. And then I'll switch John to, now I'll give John to Bill Winston. Nope, that's it. That's it. I give John to Bill Winston. You, John, Bill Winston. TD Jakes, you're Peter. You're Peter, cutting niggas' heads off and shit. You know what I'm saying? But John is Bill Winston. And then Tony Evans is more of a Paul. You know what I'm saying? Might have done a little dirt back in the past, you know what I'm saying, but got it right later on in life and didn't do too much. Did his own dirt, but didn't do too much. That was his thorn in his side, you know what I'm saying. But come on, this Lois Evans talking to you, honey. Don't worry, I ain't gonna tell too much of your business, but I'm gonna tell a lot of it, Tony Evans, this Lois. And Priscilla and Robert and the rest of the family, I love you. This Lois Evans. And this Kobe Bryant and Gigi, Bill Winston, John. Come on now, give it to us. But the card is my production. That's my produce. That's the Garden of Eden style. To the righteous and the wicked. So ain't no more devil or Satan or no more bad names like that, like Demon and Lucifer. All that evil is dead. I killed it. 2019, Bill Winston. I told you I'm in the future. Come out of the past.
A palm tree. And if you look up palm tree, do your research on it. I'm not going to do it for you. Do it yourself. And you'll find palm trees are probably one of the most kinds of plants that every part of it is used for wealth. And so you're like that. And so everybody can produce something. Now, when you produce something and you're going to bring it forth, you're going to be a blessing wherever you're sent. So if I'm sent to Chicago, I'm supposed to be a blessing to Chicago. Now, how am I going to do it? Through being fruitful. I've got to bring something forth, and I'm well able to bring something forth. No. The way, if I don't add the blessing, then I compete with the world. But if I add the blessing, it's like putting a jet engine on my car. That may be not a good example, praise God. But what it does next is it kicks in and gives me it gives me abilities that I couldn't get with a normal human potential. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. See, because when it comes time for Daniel, when the king came and said, hey, I want you to know what I dreamed and what it meant, and the wise men said, I can't do it. This is Daniel chapter 2. I can't do it. So why can't you do it? Well, you need to tell us what you dream and we can tell you what it means. He said, well, I can't quite remember what I dreamed. Now, if you don't tell me, I'm going to cut you in pieces. And I'm going to, cut your house up. Whatever. And Daniel said, I got it. Now, how could he have it? He could have it through the anointing or the blessing that knows all things. See? So now, through that, Daniel now is raised up. The king said, that's it. So he's raised up. Now, as he is raised up, he is now giving people an example to follow that they never had. Look at Ephesians and chapter 3 and verse 10. And we look at it in two translations. He said this, to the intent that now unto the principalities and powers, that Satan is all his armies, in heavenly places might be known by the church the manifold wisdom of God. Let's go back and look at that in the New Living Translation. God's purpose in all this was to use the church to display his wisdom in his rich variety to all the unseen rulers and authorities in the heavenly places. Now you go back to 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 6. Now watch this. Because he's not sending you to take sides, he's sending you to take over. See, you're gonna control the market. See, what Satan is doing is he's got his stuff out there. This is what he plans to do. Just leave the scripture there. What he plans to do is have it so that people have to come to him for their needs to get met. The problem is he's wicked. And his plan is to control humanity and perpetuate wickedness throughout the earth. Look what it says here, verse 6 of 1 Corinthians 2. Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught. Watch this. But we speak what? Wisdom of God in a what? The wisdom of God in the mystery, even hidden wisdom, which God ordained before the world unto our glory. Now understand, a mystery means something beyond human comprehension. Next verse, please. Which none of the princes of this world knew. Satan didn't know. For had they known it, they would not have what? Crucified the Lord of glory. See, if Satan had known what he was doing with Jesus, he never would have crucified him. He'd have been better off if he let him live. But when he crucified him, he planted it. So God used Satan to plant seed. And when he did, then when the seed came up, he was called the firstborn. Watch this, of many brethren. Now he created a bunch of little Jesuses.
Got that
now, I'm
right.
saying this to you. George Washington Carver said this. He said, I never take any textbooks into my laboratory. Why? Because the answer is not going to come
From no
through a
textbook. No,
Job, chapter 32, verse 8, amplified. But there is a vital force, a spirit of intelligence in man, and the breath of the Almighty giveth men what? Understanding. See, God's going to give you an advantage. See, enemy knows that they can create something. He knows that. But they can't create on the level you're going to create on. Oh boy. Thank God for school. Go to this. Galatians chapter 1. Over in Galatians chapter 1, look what this says. He says, now, just be patient, okay?
Everything Adam Jackson says, Bill Winston, better be in the schools. You know what I'm saying? Everything Adam Jackson says better be in every school. This Martin Luther King, this Malcolm X, this John F. Kennedy, and this John F. Kennedy, Adam better have a parade bigger than mine. And it better not be no snobbish, jealous, hater, racist, nobody in the world no more. You know what I'm saying? You got the money now to go to any doctor that remove tattoos and remove the tattoos that you have of swastikas, of white power, of black power, of anything black and white that was racist must be deleted off your body, out of your mind, and out of your heart. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody that loves God first, then every neighbor, before loving themselves, will make this next phase of life. That's a promise from God. Come on, Bill Winston.
Look at starting verse 11. This is the Apostle Paul. But I certify you, brethren, that the gospel which was preached of me was not after man. For I neither received it of man, neither was I taught it, but by what? Revelation of Jesus Christ, verse 15. But when it pleased God, who separated me from my mother's womb.
Okay, separated you from your mother's womb. Now, I want you to teach Bill Winston in the womb, out. You know, inside out is the way I want the schools and the religion. Not religion, no religion. We don't have religion died with evil words like devil and Lucifer and Satan and demon. All that devil stuff, dead. You know what I'm saying? Religion, dead. You know what I'm saying? Now, teach from the inside out, meaning teach from the womb out. You know what I'm saying? Teach from the egg out, because the egg is just membrane. You know what I'm saying? And the seed comes in to be developed by the insides of the mother's egg. Just say the insides of the mother's egg is represented by the dirt, you know what I'm saying, or water that's in a fish, you know what I'm saying, and the dirt that's on the ground, you know what I'm saying, because fish, they came from the dirt too, you know what I'm saying, but it was the bottom of the dirt of the ocean, just like seaweeds. The fish come from the dust too, but it's mud. Fish come from the mud, you know what I'm saying. All the animals come from the dirt, just like you did. And all the vegetables and stuff come from the dirt, just like you do. Vegetables are living, kids. To all the kids out there, if your parents like let you watch this, the fruit that you eat are alive. Because my daughter, she saw a dead one, you know what I'm saying, on the ground, a dead fig, and I told her that it's alive. I mean, she saw a fig that came off the tree ripe, and she brought it to me, and I said, that's alive. And she said, no, it's not. That's not alive. And then I showed her a dead one, and I said, that's a dead one. You know, it's all brown in the inside and dead. But this is alive. It has to be alive for you to eat it so you could stay alive. You know what I'm saying? So fruit and vegetables are alive. They're living. They don't hear or they think. Yeah, they think, because they have to give themselves fruit, and they have to give themselves a liquid. They have to give themselves the juice. That's why I call myself the juice of the fruit, Bill Winston. I call myself the juice of the fruit. You know, I'm just not Orange Juice Jones. I'm the juice of the fruit. I'm Orange Juice Jackson. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm Orange Juice Jackson. Come on, Bill Winston.
And called me by his grace to reveal his son in me, that I might preach him among the heathen. Immediately I conferred not with what? Flesh and blood. Nothing I've ever learned out of a book. Neither went I up to Jerusalem to them which were apostles before me, but I went unto Arabia. And I returned again unto Damascus. Now, what is he saying here? He's saying, now, I got this by revelation. Nobody taught me this. He said, nobody taught me this. Let's go over to 1 Samuel. In 1 Samuel, I wanted to get two places, but so it's 1 Samuel chapter 17 first, and then it's 1 Samuel chapter 2. But 1 Samuel chapter 17, and look here, and this is David coming to the front line, and look at verse 32, and this is what Saul said to David. And David said to Saul, let no man's heart faint because of this giant. Thy servant will go and fight with this Philistine. Watch this. And Saul said to David, thou art not able to go up against this Philistine to fight with him, for thou art but a youth, and he's been trained in war from his youth. Now, wait a minute. And David said to Saul, thy servant kept the father's sheep, and there came a lion and a bear, and I took the lamb out of the flock. Excuse me. And I went out after him. Thank you very much. After him, and smote him, and delivered it out of the mouth of the. And when he arose against me, I caught him by the beard. You know, he's just animating all of this. All right, Psalm 144, verse 1. Now I'm just saying, because you're going to, glory to God. He said, blessed be the Lord my strength, which teacheth my hands to war. What else? And my fingers to fight. Come on over to 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 9. 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 9. Watch this verse. He will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness. Watch this. For by strength shall no man prevail. He is saying, by your own human ability, you're not going to win this battle. I'm going to give you everything you need. Stay with me. I said, you stay with me. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to provide new leadership for the world. Let me ask you a question. When Jesus got into Peter's boat and taught, and then had Peter to pull all those fish in, what did Peter do with his business after that? Now, okay. All right, okay. Don't want a whole lot of guessing here. Peter left everything and followed him. Exodus chapter 4. Now watch this, what he told Moses, because Moses has got to lead people, and they got to follow Moses. So I'm telling you, they're going to follow you. In Exodus chapter 4, please. And verse 17. And thou shalt take this rod, talking to Moses, in thy hand, and wherewith thou shalt do what? So you're going to do miracles with this rod.
This computer, Adam, this guard banks and car dealerships and houses, people that sell houses, mansions. This computer that you're looking at right now is a rod. This represents the rod. And anything I say in this, the rod will turn into. And it used to turn into a snake, and it still can turn into a snake if you provoke the angel. I can turn into a snake, and I can be a snake for you in your life. But if you use me right and love me, then I would be a rod of prosperity beyond health. Beyond health, I said. Beyond health. That's a comma between after prosperity. Then beyond health, I'm going to give you beyond health. If it ain't something a doctor can't do, then it's not for you to keep that body. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. Like Kobe Bryant and them, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? But we're here. This Kobe and Gigi. Whatever happened, if it was a conspiracy, the movie will tell. You know what I'm saying? It's being investigated and it will tell. But I'm just a normal man. It's Kobe Bryant. All my earnings go to God from my wife and my family, and it comes back to us. And all of God's earnings come to us from all of you, Bill Winston. And yes, we're going to follow Adam LaTroy Jackson, God. So make sure you put God, Adam LaTroy Jackson on you, because the scripture says in Revelations 3:12, I'm gonna write up on you the name of my God. And I'm also write up on you the name of the city of my God, and that's gonna stay the same. New Jerusalem, gonna be tattooed on you. And then I'm gonna write up on you my new name, and that's God, Adam LaTroy Jackson. I'm gonna write up on you God, then I'm gonna write up on you New Jerusalem, and then I'm gonna write up on you God, Adam LaTroy Jackson Sr. You know what I'm saying? And that is God. You know what I'm saying? So no longer do I need help. You need help to catch up to me in the future. You're in the past. Every day you're in the past. I catch you. If I catch you 2 minutes after you streamed it, you're in the past. If I catch you live, you're in the future. You're caught up to me. You're with me. But you end up being in the past when I push pause. Then you're in the past, and then you're ahead of me. You know what I'm saying? So I keep a tabs of whatever we say, Bill Winston. And I know when you serving God, when you talk to God. Because right now, you're in the past. I'm in the future.
Now, you don't have a rod like that. You have your words. Let's look at Joshua chapter 1. Let's look at Joshua chapter 1. Watch what they said to Joshua. Now, he's coming after Moses. In Joshua chapter 1, verse 16, and they answered Joshua and said, all that you command us, we will do. And whithersoever you send us, we will go. Watch this. According as we hearken unto Moses in all things, so will we hearken unto you. Only the Lord thy God be with you, as he was with Moses. Well, did Moses split a Red Sea? Okay, get just a little bit more enthusiasm and help me encourage you. All right, now what am I saying? Glory to God. I'm saying that the knowledge God is giving you is called grace knowledge. It is knowledge that doesn't come by the senses. Sense knowledge, all of it, comes through work. You've got to work to get it. Usually it's sacrifice. It's usually people spend a lot of money and so forth to get all this education. You're going to get knowledge by faith.
You know, when I told you I licked the slob that my grandson left on my lips and I swallowed his slob, you know, that is the cost that I paid for all y'all lives. That is the cost, because, you know, I can't stand to eat after nobody or drink after nobody or nothing. But my grandson, I ate his slob for y'all to live forever and to not be a liar on nothing I say. That was my sacrifice for you. It was like I had to die, but I didn't die because it was my grandson's slaw. Now, if it had been my sons, I'd have had a harder time saving y'all's ass. But since it was my grandson, I do that over and over again with his sugar to save y'all, Bill Winston.
I've got to come over here because, see, I'm talking about being fruitful. See, you're going to bring forth something that's not been seen. And I call it disruptive innovation. Now, when God is calling you to do that, let's go to John chapter 15 and verse 1. We'll start there. John 15 and verse 1. He says, I am the true vine, and you and thy Father is the husbandman. The husbandman is the one who takes care of the vine. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, what does he do? He takes it away. All right, let's look at me for just a minute. So what is he saying? I don't see a light on the cameras, but I know there's one in there. Here's what he's saying. If you get a rose bush and you get some roses off the bush, for you to get the luster that the rose bush is to give you concerning each rose, you're going to have to clip some other roses. God made it that way. That for the luster to come out of your life, something's going to have to be clipped. I'm talking about being fruitful. All right? Now, let's put the next verse, put that same verse up there. Let me finish that. And he says, every branch in me which beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he what? Purges or prunes or clips it away, that it may bring forth what? More fruit. God is not trying to restrict you. He's trying to get more fruit out of your life. And now you are clean through the words which I have spoken to you. You're going to see what that means in a minute. Abide in me, and my words, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself. So you were never able to do original thinking. Now, I said original thinking because I think somebody wrote the notes for last service and they put thinking. You are supposed to think. I mean, you go out there to that Roosevelt Road and don't think and walk out in that road, you're going to be a box of meat in the morning. But you do think, but you don't do original thinking. I didn't decide, I didn't think of coming to Chicago. Wasn't my thought. Well, that wasn't my thought. First place, I didn't have any Chicago money. How many of you know it takes money, moolah, denari, change to live in Chicago? But that wasn't my original idea. It wasn't my idea to start a Joseph Business School. That's not my idea. It wasn't my idea to move to Forest Park. That's not my idea. In fact, I thought it. I said, Pastor, you know, that's a place up there in Forest Park, and it's a little place on Madison Street and so forth. Pastor, that looked like something that we should go to. I said, okay, sister. Sure did. Wasn't my idea. Because the first reason why it wasn't, it was disruptive. It's disrupting your normal train of thought. Why? He's trying to get you off of self. Keep going. Put the verse in there, please. Abide in me, and I in you, as a branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except that abide in the vine. No more can you, except you, abide in me. I am the vine, and you're the branches. And he that abideth in me, what is he going to do? And I in him, the same bringeth forth what? Much fruit. For without me, you can do what? Nothing. Nothing. No. Okay, here's the branch. Here's the tree. Let's say I'm a tree, arms are the branches. Now, what if one of the branches got struck by lightning and is half hanging on? And this is an apple tree. It's half hanging on. How do you think that will affect the fruitfulness of the branch? All right? Either no fruit or fruit that's not fully developed or whatever. Why? Because the branch is not firmly attached. Come on. It's not firmly attached to the vine. And when God gives you a step of faith, he's trying to get you committed to the vine. He's trying to get you firmly attached so that you will depend on him. If you don't depend on him, there's only one other source. Matthew chapter 6, verse 24. That's only one other source. And he says here, man cannot serve two masters. Either he's going to hate one and love the other, else he'll hold to the one, and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. There's a system out here that Satan's got that he wants you to depend on, because he's got to get some fruit in this earth. And so if he can get people to separate from God, or at least be in the church but listen to the devil, then he can get them to do what he wants to do. And now God's work and purpose is now being delayed of getting done. But you are coming here to learn that you are not the original thinker, that God is going to give you the thought. Now, as you purposely move in obedience to God, you attract an anointing to make it happen. See, he doesn't want you to make it happen. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, saith the Lord of hosts. Say amen. So every step of the way, God's telling me to do more. What do more? What do I mean by do more? Less of Bill Winston and more of God. Man, he's telling me to do something now. I'm saying, Lord Jesus, have I done enough? No, I want more fruit. Let's go. Go to Chicago. Start at Lake and Pulaski. Some of you, I better come over the other place. It's getting hostile, man. That hostile over there. No. Are you following? It's very important because God wants all the fruit out of your life. Now we're saying, hey, all right, the blessing is on me. Now, how did God operate? Because the same way God operated is the way I'm going to operate. Say amen. He said to Adam, be fruitful, come on, multiply, replenish the earth. Didn't he say that? And to do it. Look at Noah. Look at Genesis chapter 9 and verse 1. This is after the flood. After the flood, you read it in the Bible, everything wiped out. He said trees wiped out, the animals wiped out, everything except what Noah had on that boat. Well, it's an ark, but you know, I say things like that on the boat. People write me, that wasn't the boat that he had, and that wasn't a fish or Jonah, you know, and that wasn't this. I want to write something back, say, mind your own business and get some fruit in your life. Man. You know, they missed the whole point. I'm trying to tell them a principle. They dogging me out on that. And, okay, I started to say something else, but that's... And God blessed Noah. What? He did what to him? He empowered him. And then he said to Noah what? Said what? And what else? And what else? And what else? That's it. No, you didn't say to do it. That ain't up there. Now my point to you is, I was just trying to see how many of y'all just folded. Okay, now, but here's what I'm saying. I'm going to use the blessing. And I said, we are turning jails, come on, help me, in the boarding schools. I'm going to act like God. I'm going to see what I want and decree a thing, say amen, and God's going to make it happen. Now, for you to do that, you got to know who you are. Say amen to that. And I'm saying to you right now, God has big plans for you. Because what he did, look what he said in Matthew chapter 13 and verse 31. Glory to God. Remember what he said now. Every tree in you that the Father has not planted shall be rooted up. I'll try that again. Every tree in you, every belief system that God didn't put in you, God's going to get it out of you. Look what he says up here. He said this. But he answered and said, I read that one. Okay, let's go over to 31. Yeah. And the parable putting forth, he's saying, the kingdom of heaven is like to a grain of mustard seed, which a man sowed in his field, which indeed is the least of all seeds, but when it is grown, it what? Is the greatest among herbs, and what else? Becometh a tree, come on, that the birds of the air come and lodge under the branches there. You see what I'm saying here? Now God's saying for you to replenish the earth. I want you to replenish the earth. Now where are you going to get the ideas from? Don't get them from God, because you don't have original ideas. God knows exactly what he wants to do. Watch this, and chose you to do it. Am I right about it? He knew exactly what he wanted and spoke to what he wanted it to come from, meaning that he wanted fish and he spoke to the water. He wanted cattle, he spoke to the earth. But he wanted you and spoke to himself. But now he spoke to himself and produced you to act like him. So what you want, God is now speaking to you for you to bring forth what is, Lord have mercy. This powerful stuff. Now, say I am intelligent. Now that means that you're going to know things that the most educated people in the world don't know. So just receive that. Am I right about it? That means also because of this grace, knowledge, and grace skill, God's going to give you skills that you didn't have to go to learn. He's going to give you proficiency without years. Exodus chapter 31, verse 1. Just look at it now. Now I'm talking to everybody in here. I'm saying I don't care whether you're 8 or 80. I don't care whether you've got a poor family, rich family. I don't care whether you're third grade education or whatever. I'm not down in education. I'm just letting you know the government is not your problem. Because what you got, the government can't stop. All right, look what it says here. It says, and the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, watch this, see, I have called by name Bezaleel, the son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah. And I have filled him with what? The Spirit of God, that's the spirit of intelligence or wisdom, in wisdom and what? In understanding, and in what? Knowledge, and in all what? Manner of what? Workmanship. In other words, skills. Skills. So David never fought Goliath. Goliath been trained in skill from his youth. David never fought like that. Yet David slaughtered Goliath and everybody in there. And I'm telling you, you're about to take the lead over the world. And you're going to take the lead because the blessing is on your life. The first thing you do is got to receive the blessing. Watch this, and have faith in what the blessing said to you. Now the blessing, when you got it on you, no matter try that one right there. Praise God. Say amen to that. Where am I? All right, look what it says here. Then Satan answered and said to the Lord, does Job fear you for naught? Hath not thou made a hedge about him and about his who? House, and about all that he what? Hath on what? Every side. Thou hast what? Thou hast what? Blessed the work of his hand. Job was blessed. No way Satan could have gotten to Job. The only way he got to Job is Job got fearful. Look at it. Job chapter 3, verse 25. And if you get fearful, that hedge will try to drop in your life. So you're not going to fear anything from now to the day Jesus comes. He said, Job, no, 3, please. 3:25. Praise God. Okay, amen. 3:25. Just 3, Job 3:25. Alabashata. For the thing which I what? Greatly feared has come on me, and that which what? I was afraid of has come to me. Are you with me here? So say the blessing is on my life. Now I want you to go over to Job and chapter 14, please. And Job chapter 14 and verse 7. Now this is Job. Now I want you to watch this. For there is a hope of a tree. There is hope of a tree, if it be cut down, that it will sprout again. And that the tender branches or branch thereof will not cease. Watch this. Though the root thereof wax old in the earth, and the stock thereof die in the ground, yet through a scent of water it will bud, bring forth boughs or branches like a plant. Now what is he saying? He is saying that blessing on your life is about to bring you restoration. In other words, stuff that's been dead or stuff that's been stolen, that the blessing that's on you, when you start operating in it, even though it looks dead in the ground, a scent of water, that means a drop of water. Well, let's substitute the word water for the word. I can put a drop of the word on this situation. That thing will live again. Come on, that dead marriage will come to life. So I'm saying to you right now that the blessing needs to be added to your thinking on be fruitful, multiply, replenish the earth, because Amazon can do that, or somebody else can do it. Maybe they don't know God. I don't know the situation. But I do know this, you know God. And what he's going to give you is going to be far above all principalities and powers. Why? Because you're not coming to take sides. You're coming to take over. And the first thing you're going to do is come into a neighborhood and decree something. Look at Isaiah chapter 32. Look at Isaiah chapter 32. And here's what he says in that. In Isaiah chapter 32, he says, oh boy, that's Job chapter 1, verse 9. Okay, that's pretty close. Look what he says. And my people shall what? Dwell in what? A peaceable habitation and sure dwellings and in quietness and resting places. Listen, this is not the devil's city. This is the city of God. And every place the sole of our foot shall tread upon, he's given to us. So he's saying, wherever you go, you can decree peace. And not one gun will be shot. Say amen. You can quiet your neighborhood down starting tonight. Now decree peace, and you'll see peace in your neighborhood. Give the Lord a praise since I tried. once you speak it, empowered by the blessing knows what to do. You don't have to do anything else. Jesus only spoke results. No man eat fruit of you forever. That's done. Peace, be still. Lazarus, come forth. He said, Lazarus, come forth. Everything that you had in your body, everything line up. Now, because it's the Father in you, He's doing the work. There's reason for clipping away things in your life. The reason for leading you in faith so you have to depend on Him is to make you holy. You are clean through my word. God's separating you from the world. Why? Because you're about to draw the world to God. Now give God some praise, thanksgiving. Come on, give Him praise, man. This is a blessing. Man, I just told you, you never have to be broke another day in your life. Thank you, sis. If you're here and God has spoken to your heart about being born again, woo, man, I got to listen to that tape myself. Here's some money. Go out there and buy me one of them tapes, please.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, folks. You need to take that one apart. See, you're a lot bigger on the inside than you are in that body. Whole lot bigger. And the enemy doesn't want you to see or get a revelation of that. Because if you did, you'd act like it. And I believe David had a revelation. He saw himself bigger than Goliath. Say amen. And you know words are powerful. You just, tragic accident just happened because I guess some words were spoken. You got to speak right words. Say amen. So, that was so much I want to tell you there. Did you all get something out of that? All right, now watch. Don't be looking at a problem, checking yourself. Say, I don't have enough education. I don't have enough debt. Don't do that. Say, we are well able to overcome it. That problem is an opportunity for you to lead and to get rich. All right. Before you leave, anybody need to get born again?
We already rich, Bill Winston. We already rich, Bubba. So whatever you thinking, think it. We got it. But I'm going to go on and I'm going to get off this thing and I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit later. Peace.